behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment or two. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell here on YouTube. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And you can check that out and also leave a comment on the comments section. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can follow me there, send me an inbox, even comment the things you see there. And if you'd like to email me, you can. It's paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist and want to be on the show, just go ahead and send us an email and we'll show you how to do it. But we also love fan mail, so if you're a fan and you want to talk to me, go ahead and I'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. We had Beth Holli from Birmingham, Alabama today. Another talented artist, and I know you're going to agree with that. And we're going to get to that in a second because it starts right now. All right, everybody. It's interview time as promised. And with us from Birmingham, Alabama, we have Beth Holli today. Thanks for joining us, Beth.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here today. Everyone has their own story, so that's why I like to ask this question a lot. How did it all begin for you as far as being an artist? I mean, I guess you've always loved music. Maybe it goes deeper than that.
My dad was a producer, and I remember him taking the headphones and putting them on my head because he was a writer also. And he would take the headphones, put them on my head, and say, "Sing what you hear." That's how I started. So at 4 years old, he had me singing songs that he wrote and produced and other people's songs, and it just kind of grew from there. He was actually, as a matter of fact, in the 50s he recorded a couple of songs. I understand my dad is a wonderful producer, he's a great man, but he cannot sing a lick. And he'll tell you that.
Okay.
But his record, they only produced 50 of them, so it actually sold for $500 on eBay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
And well, I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. Tell us. I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of influences that you grew up with, like on the popular bands. You know, maybe you can name someone that you think was.
I actually went for an audition at Opryland when it was in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on this audition. You didn't have to have a driver's license or show your ID or anything then. So I just wrote 16. Well, when they hired me, I went up there. Next thing I know, I got fired because I was too young. I was actually 14. And Dottie West said, "You want to know what it's like on the road? Come on, little girl." So she took me on the road with her, and I learned what life on the road was really about.
Mm.
So her and Kenny were probably my biggest influences, and Willie Nelson, Patsy Cline, and Loretta, of course. And then when I guess that was, if you go to the rock side of it, it would have been Hart and Cher.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds odd, but Elvis, because I have a deep voice. Elvis has a deep voice. My husband jokingly says I'm the female Elvis, but that's just his compliment. But yeah, I would say probably more like Patsy Cline when I do the ballads.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are some good, and it's been a long time since I thought about Dottie West. Yeah, she was definitely a great one. And of course, you mentioned people like Willie Nelson and Elvis and so forth. And, all of them are legends in their own right. So,
well, they were all just new artists. And when I was doing it, now they're legends.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm happy that Dottie West took you under her wing there. So
she did. She was just an incredible person. And she never met a stranger. She would walk through the crowds, and if somebody said something to her, it didn't matter whether she was supposed to be on stage or not, she's going to stop and talk to them. She was just a very people person, and she taught me how to be fan related, and how to be humble about what I'm doing, and be caring and attentive to other people's that are trying to do this job. Help, be understanding, be helpful any way you can.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, where can we find your music at for people that want to know? It might be on all streaming platforms. Maybe people want to follow you on social media as well. Maybe you can let them know that as well.
On Facebook, it's under Beth Holli Music, and it's also on Instagram. I think it's under Beth Holli Music there too, and Twitter, TikTok. It's at the Real Beth Holli. At Real Beth Holli. And I'm working on getting a website put up, but you can see the videos, although it's just my face and this music in the background. You can see it on YouTube, Apple, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. I was just very fortunate that so many people picked it up, including yourself. Caden has been an incredible help also.
Okay. Well, everybody go out there and those streaming platforms, social media, follow her and get her music. I know she would fall in love with you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this video. It's called Bail Money, and it's a good song, obviously. Tell us the story behind that.
The song is, I personally, I'm a jail nurse. I work in prisons and jails as a nurse when I'm, off time. And so the guy that wrote this was Carlos and Stephen Beatty and Marty Dodson. And it's about two women fighting at a bar over a man, like, that's really going to happen. Barely. But we got the song, and I've sent it to a friend of mine that used to be play guitar down at Floribama a lot. Brendan Fitzpatrick is his name. So I sent it to him, and he came up with a whole new tune to it. And then he's a network musician. So he pulled in Anton Fig to do the drums, who plays for Paul Schaefer's band, The David Letterman Show. Then he pulled in Stu Hamm, who's a world-renowned bassist. And then Lucas Woke did the banjo. And then Jeff Kalimba did the mixing and mastering. Then we went to Nashville, and I had Vicky Carico. She did a 6-part harmony that would just blow anybody away. And she used to tour with Dottie also, majority of the time. And then Randy Coors owns Slack Key Studio. He did the sound engineer. He's a Grammy winner. He pulled in Josh Shillings, who did the organ and piano. So for somebody that's getting back in the business after being out of it for so many years, I was fortunate and blessed enough to have all this people come together during COVID. Anton was in South Africa. Stu was in Nevada. I was in Birmingham. Vicky and Randy were in Nashville. And it just went, everybody else was in New Jersey. And it was amazing how we made that in 6 months. But it turned out to be an incredible tune. It's a very difficult one. I would love for it to be a karaoke song, but it is so breathy and really, I tell you, it's some words in it.
Okay, yeah. Well, as I said, it is a great song, and we'll be watching that in just a moment. But before we get into that, I want to thank you so much, Beth, for being on the show today. Anytime you want to come back and plug something new, you're always welcome to come back.
I got 3 more songs and 2 we're working on. So it's I would love to come back and interview with you. Anytime that you got time, you let me know. We'll get something done.
Okay. Well,
it was nice to meet you, and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoyed talking to you too. And without further ado, let's get to the song Bail Money by Beth Holli, and it starts right now.
wasn't supposed to be a crazy night. I was chilling with a glass of red wine. Wasn't really even missing him. Caught a cab to meet up with my friends. They were